War between Russia and Ukraine. Moscow is vowing revenge after Kyiv pulled off a daring assault that knocked dozens of Russian bombers out of service. Reporter Greg Palcott is in London.
Russia must feel what its losses mean. That is what will push it toward diplomacy.
Ukraine carried out a massive surprise attack on Russia over the weekend, destroying more than 40 military aircraft at 4 different bases, thousands of miles apart, stretching across the country. Some estimates say more than a third of Russia's strategic long-range bombers were taken out. An unprecedented strike that saw some drones hitting targets more than 4,000 miles from Ukraine.
Russia is the one that refuses to engage in a ceasefire, and so we should not expect Ukraine to sit there and simply just allow itself to be pummeled.
On Sunday, Moscow hitting back with its biggest air attack of the war so far. Almost 500 drones launched towards Ukraine, killing more than 12 soldiers. The back and forth came just hours before teams from both countries meet in Istanbul for the second round of talks aimed at ending the war.
We sincerely believe that by making the most of this opportunity, you will bring us one step closer to peace.
Ukraine and the West are pushing for an immediate ceasefire and a broader exchange of prisoners, but expectations for a breakthrough are low. And Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says if Russia doesn't get serious about peace during these talks, the U.S. and Europe should increase the economic pressure on Moscow.
If the Istanbul meeting brings nothing, that clearly means strong new sanctions are urgently needed.
A bipartisan bill ramping up sanctions on Russia is making its way through the Senate right now. In London, Greg Palcott, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Napa's La Onda Music Festival marked its second year this weekend, despite last-minute setbacks over visa denials. Bottle Rock's sister event saw about 20,000 spectators each day, with the lineup packed with regional Latin music artists. Some of those artists say they're fans who are undocumented and say they can only see and hear their favorite artists when they tour in the United States.
As Latinos, as Salvadoreños, as Cubanos, as every ethnicity in this country, please don't be afraid.
I'm very proud and honored to be Latina. I'm very proud and honored to be a musician and to hold the responsibility to share the value of what we have within.
One of the groups scheduled to perform at the festival, Grupo Firme, had to cancel its performance after the State Department revoked the visas of several of the band members. The federal government says the band's music glorifies cartel violence. The band says it has distanced itself from that lyrical content. Industry experts say visa cancellations have made coming to America a gamble, and for many artists, it's not worth the risk.
Artists don't know how to navigate this system right now. There's a lot of roadblocks that pop up unexpectedly. When artists cancel or when events get canceled, you've got local economies that miss out. You've got hotel bookings, fewer ticket sales, jobs that get lost.
The global live music market is expected to grow by nearly $18 billion between this year and 2029, with North America projected to drive 35% of that growth. Organizers say the La Onda Festival will be back next year for the last weekend of May.